This data is really useful, but sometimes I need a summary of some kind, and there's lots of ways to go about finding that information. But we're going to start with this really simple one, and that's find the sum. What was the total amount of fees? And maybe I can find out how much I collected later. So when I want to know the sum of this, I'm going to put my cursor in this cell because that cell is where the data is going to land, right? I'm going to put it in this cell because that's where it's going to land. And I'm going to use an icon, and this is the function icon, and some people might refer to it as a sigma. You'll see, and I will zoom in. The function icon, it's a Greek letter, it's called a sigma, and you see it says functions. This is where you can find all your rules, all your things that will calculate for you. And there are tons of them here. There's a function that takes text from one column and another column, puts it together. There's a function that separates them. There are functions that summarize and count. We're going to keep with some basic ones like add and average. So when I choose my function button, you see it already tells me a couple things here. Oh, I want to find the sum. Man, it's already doing it for me. So it's saying the sum, and now it starts to speak some language, and I don't know what this language is. So it's trying to help me understand how to make this. But the really cool thing is that I can just select the text I want to find the sum of. And I see here, when I did that, it's saying, find the sum of column F2, right? We talked about the columns and the rows coming together, F2, from cell F2 all the way to sum F9. That's how formulas work. Now, we could spend 2 hours just talking about formulas, but I love just using the ones that are very basic and easy that it will calculate for me. And it's already decided that the sum is this amount. So I'm going to press enter, and it's going to accept that. But I'll do it again because I know it's something that you're probably going to need to try a few times before you get. I want to calculate the sum of this. And so I use that function button to do it. Let me see if I can get there. I think I zoomed it too much. Sometimes that happens to me. Let me go over this way. I got to unzoom. On frame. There we go. I'll just refresh it. That works sometimes too. Hey, there we go. All right. So here I found the sum. I'm going to try it again because I want to show you, and then I'm going to give you a chance to try it. Another way I could do this is I could say, ooh, I want the sum of all of these. So notice how I selected that text, right? I'm selecting it. That's one real easy way. There's lots of ways to do this, but I want to find, the ones that are least complicated as you're getting started. I'm selecting all the ones that I want to add together, and I'm going to do the same thing where I go choose my function button, and I'm going to choose sum. And I see it's done some kind of calculation, but as soon as I hit enter, bloop, it does the sum for me.